I am not a hypocrite. I admit that to serve my district, we're trying to get as much budget as we can for each of these things, especially classrooms. And I'm being transparent about this kasi wala akong itinatago. I am kindly asking the Department of Agriculture to release the allocable budgets or the assigned budgets of every district in the country for farm to market roads. And I would like to dispute the claims of Congressman Redon na ako ay sinungaling dahil si Congressman Redon ang sinungaling.
Please subscribe and click the bell.
Please allow me to play a few clips from the DPWH budget hearings. Is YouTube now being shown on my screen? Secretary, is there any projects that were nominated? Sorry, can someone say if YouTube is now being shown on my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I believe nilabas po ni si Bryce Hernandez po. Now, because of that, just please indulge my curiosity. May I ask the good secretary if there were any projects that were nominated by any senator, and if yes, could we be provided a detailed report on this?
According to our staff po, wala po silang alam na mayroong ganong mga proyekto.
Okay, Mr. Chair, that's very...
So, according to the staff, wala silang alam na may mga proyekto na ninonominate. Ito naman po muli sa plenary discussions on the DPWH budget.
DPWH mismo ang nag-submit nito ay for now hindi mo matatawag na congressional insertion, tama? Oo. Lahat po 'yan ay the President's budget, tama po.
Tama, Madam Speaker,
Okay.
Honor, hindi ito galing sa congressional
Okay.
mga congressman, kung hindi ito galing sa district office at mga
Okay.
regional offices ng Department of Public Works
Okay.
and Highways na napaloob sa RBPs.
Hindi galing sa congressman, galing sa DPWH. Hindi man lang sinabi, galing sa DPWH with the input ng congressman. Hindi galing sa congressman.
Sige, kaya nga ito po yung in other words, this is an amended NEP, no? Kaya usually sa DBM terminology, nababasa ko po, the NEP is the President's budget. Tama po?
Yes, of course,
Tama.
led by President's budget.
Okay. Alright, so dito na po tayo sa susunod na issue, yung usapin po ng unprog.
Okay. So, hindi daw galing sa congressman. If you will allow me to go into the second part of my presentation today, because I take exception to the statement that ako po ay nagsinungaling na may insertion si Congressman Terry Redon at ang Bicol Saro party list. And I'm also gonna play the relevant interviews when I made that claim as well to prove that even what I said in that interview is accurate. But even during our recent press briefing in the House, nakasingit na rin po ang discussion kung ang mga congressman ba ay nagsasubmit ng mga proyekto. Ang sinasabi ng iba, normal lang yan sa GAB. Pero ang mga congressman ay nagsasubmit ng mga proyekto hindi lang sa GAB, kung hindi sa NEP. Muli, parang normal lang naman na may submission sa NEP. Pero it's denied. And I just want to put it on the record that, again, yung sinabi ni Senator Lacson na inalok kay SP Soto na 500M, yun ay ginawa nga informally. And again, it was treated as a surprise in the Senate. But in the House, it is widely documented and should not be denied. And before the approval of the 2026 budget, I just want to put on record, it is a lie to say na hindi galing sa congressman ang ibang mga proyekto sa NEP at walang mga ninonominate ang mga congressman. If you will allow me to just go to the next slide. I really beg pardon to my colleagues, but because of the statements of other members of Congress disputing that projects are submitted by congressmen into the NEP, and also in contradiction to the statements that were given on the two instances that I played from the YouTube video of the House, where there's a denial that congressmen submit projects into the NEP. This is a Viber group chat, June 10, before the NEP was submitted. Good afternoon, chiefs. Please be reminded of the submission of hard and soft projects for fiscal year 2026. Official email address for submission of regular BIP. appropriationscommittee.committee@house.gov.ph. 150M infra for district rep, 160M infra for party list rep, 30M soft for district and party list rep. Please email in Excel file and with attached e-signature. And on the right are the forms that are filled up. To a normal person, this is totally expected that people insert projects into the NEP. But, as I played a while ago, the claim is that hindi nagsasubmit ang congressman sa NEP. Kaya, gusto ko lang pong linawin, hindi ako sinungaling. Ang magsasabi na ang congressman ay hindi nag-i-insert ng project sa NEP pa lang bago pa ang GAB ang nagsisinungaling. Aminin na natin ang widely documented fact na bawat congressman ay pwedeng mag-insert ng 150 million pesos sa NEP. Ito po ay ibinibigay natin sa June at kasama sa lumalabas na NEP sa July. Ako po mismo ay nag-submit. Lumabas ang mga multipurpose buildings na para sa mga eskwelahan sa aking distrito. Ang mga ibang congressman, for example na party list, ay nagsusulat. Minsan hindi nagsusulat. Pero nagsasubmit. At sa sarili kong distrito, meron din mga projects na lumabas sa NEP na in-insert ng ibang mga party list. Kasi ang mga party list minsan nga ay nagsusulat. Kaya alam kong tunay na ginawa ito, hindi lang sa iilan sa amin, kung hindi pati sa mga party list, kasi may mga party list din na nagsulat sa akin na ito po ang sinabit namin sa DPWH in June at yun ay lumabas at nasa NEP ng unang distrito ng Batangas. At base dito, pwede nating sabihin may at least 150 million pesos DPWH budget insertion para sa bawat congressman. At hindi lang po para sa mga district representatives. Not saying that hindi po dapat ito. Gusto ko lang pong linawin ang facts. Every party list representative can submit projects into the NEP. There are some maybe that don't. And if I'm not mistaken, if you're not part of the party list coalition, maybe you're not given because the allocations are submitted to the parties and it's the parties that submit them to the DPWH for the preparation of the NEP. But because may isang kasamahan ko sa Kongreso na nagsabi na nagsinungaling ako at may iba pang mga nagsabi na hindi sa GAB naman lumalabas, hindi sa NEP. I just want to set the record straight. According to this, hindi lang 150. Dagdag pala para sa party list. May 160 million pesos infra for party list rep na pwedeng ipasok sa DPWH NEP. May 160 million pesos infra per party list representative na pwedeng ipasok sa DPWH NEP. Does anyone have questions about this? Now, the relevance of this is, again, I would like to give credit to Congressman Toby Chanco for calling on the House to reveal the projects proposed by party list representatives. Again, there's nothing wrong with allowing party list representatives to propose projects, but why are we hiding them? And while we're at it, even the district representatives, because we know there's a 400 billion allocable budget out of the 1 trillion 2025 DPWH budget. And it's good to know what of that 1 trillion is from the district representative, what is from other proponents. And what the DPWH has said is they don't know who are some of the proponents. If I can play this video.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nakatingin po sa atin ang mga kasama natin sa majority, no? Kaya last na po ito, promise. Okay. Ano po ba? Ito ang tanong ngayon. No, wala pong line item, lump sum ang unprogrammed appropriations. There was 61 billion in 2023 and 153 billion in 2024. No? Paano, ano po ang proseso na para mapondohan yung ang infrastructure projects from unprogrammed appropriations?
Well, coming from the district, magsasubmit yung mga district engineering offices at saka regional offices ng mga request for funding under unprogrammed.
Okay.
Vetted ito ng planning service ng Department of Public Works and Highways, and then it will be submitted to DBM. DBM for the release of fund. Pero halos hindi lahat ng requested nilang or submitted nilang listing ay mapunduhan. It will depend upon the availability of course of fund.
Okay. Ayon po sa tama po ba ang gumagabay po sa availment of unprogrammed appropriations ayun po mismong special provisions ng unprogrammed appropriations sa GAA? Tama po. So ang sinusunod po natin dito, release of funds, availment of the unprogrammed appropriations. Release of funds shall be subject to the submission of a special budget request. So, sino po ang nagsasubmit ng special budget request?
Ang Department of Public Works and Highways po ang mag-submit ng special budget request.
So, yung secretary po ng DPWH.
Yes, yung secretary ng...
So, kaya po, kanina sabi nyo, hindi alam ng DPWH kung ano yung mga proyekto sa unprogrammed. Alam po kasi ng...
Oh, wait, sorry. My apologies, I play at 105. Pero useful din yung exchange na yun.
tanong po sa ating sponsor ay sa inyong sistema ng tracking,
Ito po.
alam nyo ba kung sino ang proponent? no? At maaari bang isama ito sa transparency? No?
I second the motion of Congressman Antonio Tino. Question, alam nyo ba kung sino ang proponent at maaari ba itong isama sa sistema ng transparency?
Talaga malinaw at wala nang intriga. Kung ikaw ay nag-insert man, ikaw ang proponent, malinaw ang ownership kumbaga or accountability dun sa proyekto na yon.
Definitely hindi alam, Madam Speaker, ng DPWH dahil after NEP na ho yan. So,
Definitely hindi alam ng DPWH sino ang proponent kasi after NEP na lang ang mga proponent. Definitely hindi alam ng DPWH.
dahil tapos na ang NEP, ang alam lang nilang mga projects ay yung nakasaad sa NEP. Kasi sila ang gumawa ng NEP.
Sila ang gumawa ng NEP.
Hindi po yata tama yung sagot na yon. Kasi po ngayon, last na po dahil nakatingin po sa atin ang ang mga kasama natin sa majority, no? Kaya last na po ito, promise. Okay. Ano po ba itong tanong ngayon? No, wala pong line item, lump sum ang unprogrammed appropriations. There was 61 billion in 2023 and 153 billion in 2024. No? Paano? Ano po ang proseso na para mapondohan yung
Sorry, so that was already on the unprogrammed appropriations. But the key point from Antonio Tino's interpellation of the DPWH budget is he asked, alam ba ng DPWH ang mga proponents? Ang sagot, hindi kasi sa GAB lang yung proponent, wala sa NEP. So there's two falsehoods there na yung proponent lang ay nasa GAB at wala daw sa NEP. And pangalawa, na hindi nila alam. I'm sorry that the public is impatiently waiting for more informations to be released on the proponents in the NEP. But I want to give the DPWH and USEC Claire Castro the chance to set the record straight before I prove that they have been lying. For them to say that there are no proponents in the NEP and they don't know who are the proponents in the NEP is a lie. I'm saying that on the record. And I don't want the 2026 budget to be ratified without setting the record straight that there are budget insertions in the NEP and that the DPWH knows who are the proponents, and if they don't want to release the proponents, they should explain why. And one data point is the list of Yusek Cabral, but the other data point is this group chat, and there are similar communications like this across the House of Representatives where 150M infra for district rep and 160M infra for party list rep is submitted. And lumalabas ang mga proposals na ito hindi sa GAB kung hindi sa NEP. At kung may ganitong datos ang House at ang DPWH, bakit hindi inilalabas kung ano yung 150 ng bawat miyembro? Ako yung 150 ko, ilalabas ko. In fact, pinapost ko naman sa Facebook lahat ng amendment ko para sa mga classroom, multipurpose building, pati water system. Na ito po ang pangangailangan ng aking mga kadistrito. Ang gusto nga nila, mga proyektong ito, kaya binawasan ko pa ang roads, pati yung presyo ng mga roads sa aking distrito para madagdagan ang classroom and multipurpose building budget para sa aking distrito. Hindi ko tinatago. At may dokumento sa House na itong mga classrooms at multipurpose buildings ang aking request. Ang House, pati ang DPWH ay may datos sa request ng bawat isa at kung ano man ang lumalabas sa NEP na nanggaling sa kanila. Kaya ang punto ko lang po, wag natin i-deny na may mga projects sa NEP na sinubmit ng mga congressman at kung itinatago natin sana ipaliwanag bakit natin itinatago. Kasi karamihan naman ng mga proposals sa 150 or 160 na ito ay ginagamit sa mga magagandang, let's say, barangay requests. Yung mga maliliit kasi na barangay projects, yung mga hindi madaling pagkakitaan, kumpara sa mga 150 million peso road or flood control project. Pero, ang isiniwalat ko po ay ang Bicol Saro Party List sa 2025 ay may insertion sa NEP na dalawang 75 million, total 150 million peso road projects sa Pamplona at Pasacao, Camarines Sur na parehong na-award sa Bicol Gold Rock at 2% of the approved budget for contract, na ang kumpanyang yun ay siya din ang contractor sa mahigit 40 billion pesos in projects in Bicol, and also happens to be the top contractor in my district. Halimbawa lang po yun. Pero gusto kong malaman ng publiko sana ano yung 150M na sinabit ng bawat miyembro ng Kongreso. Kung gusto ng DPWH maging transparent tayo sa 2026 budget, ilabas na lang nila. Tama, wag yung cherry-picked. Ilabas na lang yung sinabit ng mga projects ng bawat miyembro. They have this data. They can submit it today. If they do not submit it today, I would like them to at least confirm that the statements that there is no such data and there are no such submissions is a lie. And I'm sorry if there are other members of Congress who don't want this disclosed, but there is 150 million at least for every member of Congress if they wish to submit. Others maybe don't because they're not in a party or they don't even want to submit. But there is this allocation for every member of Congress. Now, on the subject of allocations for every member of Congress, I would like also to put on the record that there are systems of allocables outside the DPWH, that there are allocables in maybe every agency of government, depending on the efforts of the member of Congress or of government. And some of this is inserted in the NEP. You can see here, there's 30M soft for district and party list rep. Yan po ay MAIP and AIX, TUPAD, at iba pa. Ako po ay nag-request din ng AIX at MAIP para sa aking distrito. Kasi may mga ganitong alokasyon, kawawa naman ang mga kadistrito natin kung hindi natin ginagamit. Pero, ang hinihiling ko, wag nating itago na may ganitong sistema of hard and soft pork per congressman. At bilang congressman, gusto kong malaman magkano ang alokasyon ng bawat isa. Kasi if I can then transition to outside DPWH, ang isiniwalat po natin, meron 401 billion peso taon-taong allocable DPWH budget ng mga district congressman. Kung may 401 billion peso DPWH allocable, meron maaaring halos ganyang kalaki din na allocable sa iba-ibang mga ahensya ng gobyerno. At some of this is in the NEP. Meron ditong 30 million peso soft. Sa NEP ito pumasok. Pero meron din lumalabas sa GAB. And the second thing I would like to introduce today is that the allocations in the GAB are given during the budget process. And I'm sorry to share this. Can you see my PowerPoint slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Paumanhin po sa aking mga kasamahan sa Kongreso. Pero let me just narrate the following facts which I can also submit in a sworn affidavit. On September 30, I received this Viber message. Good morning po, VC Leandro Leviste. This is Attorney Jolina from the office of Chair Mika Swansing. May I call po? So may topic na ayaw niyang isulat. And in this phone call that we had, she said, "Can we meet in the lounge?" So that day, I met Attorney Jolina in the lounge. And she showed me this file in the bottom. This file in the bottom was printed out, and it says here DOH MAIP, DOLE TUPAD, GIP, DSWD AIX, DAFMR, others, DA, DepEd, NIA, Other Soft, and DPWH, with the amounts, and it totals 151 million pesos. And the most important thing, I think, is the manner in which this was presented to me, that it was not put in writing what the purpose for the meeting was, and that I was asked to discuss this highly confidential matter in the lounge, and the following thing that Attorney Jolina told me that I can put in a sworn affidavit. She said, "Kong, this is your incentive." I would like to know why she said, "This is your incentive." This was when the 2026 budget was being finalized. Sorry, hindi pala naka-project yung PowerPoint. Okay. Sorry, if I can reread this. Here's the Viber of Attorney Jolina. September 30, 2025. Good morning po, VC Leandro Leviste. This is Attorney Jolina from the office of Chair Mika Swansing. May I call po? And she said, "Can we meet in the lounge?" And didn't say precisely for what. And she showed me this printout listing MAIP, TUPAD, AIX, FMR, DA, DepEd, NIA, Other Soft, DPWH, totaling 151 million pesos, with a form on the right side of what I wanted to avail of. And she said, "This is your incentive." So again, I want to ask, what did she mean by "this is your incentive"? And why is this being given to members of Congress right before the October approval of the 2026 budget? Is it my incentive to vote for the budget? Because the assistance for my constituents is conditional on my approving the budget in toto? And out of transparency, I want to know how this is being allocated. And what is the incentive of every member of Congress? Because, please excuse that a lot of information circulates in the House, but on the top right is the incentive of another member of Congress, 250 million. And you can see the MAIP, TUPAD, AIX, FMR, others, and DPWH. And maybe there are others that have bigger amounts. I'm not complaining that our amounts differ. But I think the public deserves to know what is the system of incentives. Now, I'll say the reason why the message to me was sent was VC Leandro Leviste. This is my incentive also, given my position as a vice chair of APRO. By the way, there are other benefits being given to vice chairs of APRO. And there are other incentives being given to people who are maybe a senior member of Congress. Among the vice chairs of APRO, it's not all the same incentive. And because this is public money, I want to know what is the total allocation of every member of Congress for MAIP, TUPAD, AIX, FMR, classrooms, and other allocables. Before, there was no discussion on the allocables in the DPWH budget. Now, there is. but there should also be disclosure on the allocation of MAIP, TUPAD, AIX, FMR. There's even a new presidential assistance for farmers and fisherfolk where 10 billion pesos will be given for around 1.4 million farmers at 7,000 pesos each. I want to know how much of that's going to be allocated to each district. And is it based on need? Or is it based on what Attorney Jolina told me, as I will put in a sworn statement, that this is my incentive? Secondly, there are other incentives given to members of Congress that coincide with the approval of the budget on second reading and third reading in October, and the approval of the BICAM ratification coinciding also with Christmas. But I wanted to discuss a much more financially significant figure that deserves to be disclosed to the Filipino people before the approval of the 2026 budget. The House of Representatives increased the internal budget of the House of Representatives from 17.7 billion pesos to 27.7 billion pesos, an approximately 10 billion peso increase, slightly less. And I will post, of course, the exact figures also after this. I'm not saying that the House of Representatives' budget, from the NEP to the GAB, should not be increased by almost 10 billion pesos. But this is the important point. There was no debate on the increase of 10 billion pesos by the House of its own budget. So therein are two issues. The first is there is no public disclosure of why it is being increased and no details on where the increase will go. And the second point is simply logical. You're increasing your own budget. There is an inherent conflict of interest. When you are increasing your own budget, there is an inherent conflict of interest. That should not be a controversial thing for me to point out. All the more, there should be public disclosure on where it will go, and there should be an even higher burden of proof that this almost 10 billion peso increase is needed. Who will be the check and balance if we are approving and increasing our own budget? We're not even approving what the executive submitted in the NEP. We are increasing it. So it's one thing if there was a NEP submission that is approved without debate, but we increased the budget with no announcement that this was being increased and no debate on the floor. Other agencies with smaller amounts need to go through debate. This was not debated. It was just increased. Why was there an increase of 10 billion pesos with no debate on the floor and no opportunity for any member of Congress to ask where this 10 billion pesos will go? It happens that the majority of this increase goes into MOOE, or maintenance and other operating expenses, which we can see here in the NEP on the left is approximately 10.7 billion pesos. And then on the bottom right, in the GAB, is approximately 18.5 billion pesos. So you have an almost 8 billion peso increase in MOOE. And I have asked, and I have not yet been given, a breakdown of what will be the 18.578 billion peso MOOE budget of the House of Representatives will go. I am still doing research on where this MOOE of the House has always gone. So because I've already covered a lot, maybe you will allow me to save my findings for another day. And I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying the process is wrong. We increased our budget by almost 10 billion, of which almost 8 billion was in MOOE. And there is no debate or explanation on where this almost 8 billion pesos increase in MOOE will go. The executive set the budget at this amount, supposedly because it was already sufficient. And yet, we increased it to be above what the executive said was sufficient. So where will this almost 8 billion peso increase in MOOE go? I will put it in terms that can be well understood by the Filipino people. If there are 318 members of Congress and we increase our budget by almost 10 billion pesos, we increased the budget of Congress by an amount that is equivalent to approximately 31 million pesos per congressman. This is not like increasing the DPWH budget, where the official response is that the budget goes into DPWH projects, and there is no prima facie evidence that members of Congress have any benefit on this budget. There is no prima facie evidence that members of Congress benefit from the DPWH budget. But the budget of Congress for MOOE goes to members of Congress. And perhaps not equally. Because if you do the numbers, if there's a 10 billion peso increase for a 318 member body, that is approximately the House increased its budget by 31 million pesos per congressman, above the level of what the executive proposed, and there was no debate, and there is naturally a conflict of interest, so there should be even more debate on this. And no one is asking where the 31 million pesos per congressman will go. I have said that I have not received, I have not taken, I have not collected neither my salary nor my office budget. When I say I do not collect my office budget, I am referring to my MOOE, because I have reservations with the MOOE of the House in general that I will save for another time. But I will just leave that question for the public to ask Congress to explain. I think the public wants to know. Itinaas ng Kongreso ang sariling budget ng 10 billion pesos, katumbas ng 31 million pesos kada congressman na walang debate. Saan napupunta ang 31 million pesos per congressman budget increase ng House sa 2026 budget? Sana bago maaprubahan ang 2026 budget, magbibigay ang Kongreso ng paliwanag. Una, saan mapupunta ang 10 billion pesos na katumbas ng 31 million pesos kada congressman? At bakit hindi ito pa ipinaliwanag sa taong bayan? And I can say this because I have not collected my MOOE. And I wish that other members of Congress will also express this point that it should at least be discussed. Even if they collect their own MOOE, they should be free to question it. But I mentioned this at the same breath that I talk about my experience being shown a piece of paper by Attorney Jolina of my incentive a week before budget approval. Because I'm sorry to draw the conclusion, but maybe the 31 million peso increase per congressman is part of the incentive to approve the budget. And now, another time we'll discuss our findings of where it goes. So, to end this then, and to connect it back to our theme for today, which is allocables, there's 400 billion pesos of DPWH allocables. There's, as we can see here, also a lot of non-DPWH allocables. This is all public funds, and I want to know how much is the allocable of every member of Congress and for every government agency to practice the same level of transparency that Secretary Vince has been pushing for in the DPWH by disclosing the allocation per district of MAIP, TUPAD, AIX, Farm to Market Roads, classrooms. I am not a hypocrite. I admit that to serve my district, we're trying to get as much budget as we can for each of these things, especially classrooms. And I'm being transparent about this kasi wala akong itinatago. Kasi para sa mga mamamayan po na lang naman ng aking distrito ito at hindi para sa akin. Kaya kung hindi tayo transparent, kung hanggang ngayon, hindi ito inaamin na may ganitong sistema ng allocable, hindi lang sa DPWH, kung hindi pati sa ibang mga ahensya ng gobyerno, bakit natin ito itiyatago? At bakit pa natin sinasabi na wala? Hindi lang no comment, nagsisinungaling pa tayo. Kaya sana po, magdalawang isip na, kahit sino man sa gobyerno na magsasabi sa akin na ako ay sinungaling, hindi po ako sinungaling. Ang nagsasabi na ang mga congressman ay hindi binibigyan ng 150 million pesos plus insertion sa DPWH budget sa NEP pa lang ang nagsisinungaling. Ang nagsasabi na walang ganitong sistema ng mga allocables sa DOH, DOLE, DSWD, DA, DepEd at NIA ang nagsisinungaling. At kung tayo po ay tunay na transparent sa taong bayan, bago ang approval ng 2026 budget, sana maipaliwanag ng Kongreso bakit itinaas ang sariling budget ng almost 10 billion pesos o 31 million pesos per congressman na walang paliwanag kung saan ito mapupunta. Any questions?
Sir, sir, good afternoon po. Liana Escapanti, GMA News Online po.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Just to put it on record, ano po ba yung tamang paraan to, advocate for the projects and allocations na kailangan po ng inyong ng distrito, ng mga constituency, ng mga members of Congress and even members of the Senate. As I take it, familiarity rin siguro over the years, tama po ba? The right way to propose for your constituents is to wait for the submission of the NEP. 'Di ba? Dapat mag-antay munang masubmit yung NEP and then members of the House can, propose there na ito dapat may ganitong allocation yung aking district for this purpose like classrooms or MAIF or TUPAD. Would that be correct, sir? Na dapat mag-antay muna ng NEP submission, hindi ahead of the NEP ang pag-submit nyo ng mga proposal. Tama po ba?
Yes, I am not questioning the outcome. I'm questioning the process. That one word, transparency. bakit natin itinago magkano ang allocable natin sa DPWH? At bakit natin itinago magkano ang allocable natin sa DOH, DSWD, DOLE, DA, DepEd? Ang actually personal opinion ko, mabuti nga na ang mga mambabatas ay may input sa DPWH kasi mababa man ang tiwala ng iba nating mga kababayan sa Kongreso, mas mababa naman ayon sa surveys ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa DPWH. Kaya delikado nga kung ipaubaya natin na lang sa mga district engineers ang paggawa ng DPWH budget. So I'm not actually saying hindi dapat makialam ang mga congressman sa net preparation. Dapat para hindi maaaring pagkitaan ito. At least may check and balance.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Pero to get to my point, what I'm calling for is transparency on the allocable budget for the DPWH per district and every other government agency. And that this can be done immediately before the approval next Monday of the 2026 budget. Every government agency can release the allocable budget. I'm asking the DOH to release the allocable budget per district of MAIP. I'm asking the DSWD to release the allocable budget per district of AIX. I am asking the DepEd to release the allocable budget per district of classrooms. I am asking the NIA and the DA to release the allocable budget per district of FMRs and even the newly created Presidential Assistance for Farmers and Fisher Folks. And this is not simply for information, because when there's transparency, we can ensure that there's less corruption and less abuse of the allocation of budgets in exchange for financial consideration. Because it has been much reported that there is similar anomalies in not least the farm-to-market roads of the DA. So we have already disclosed the allocable budgets of every district in the DPWH. I am kindly asking the Department of Agriculture to release the allocable budgets or the assigned budgets of every district in the country for farm-to-market roads. The list of FMRs for 2026 has already been enumerated, and I would like to ask that before the budget is approved on Monday, we can see how much the budget of every district is in FMRs. And lastly, I would like to ask the House of Representatives to explain why did it increase its own budget by almost 10 billion pesos or almost 31 million pesos per congressman, and where the almost 8 billion peso increase in MOOE will go, not only as lump sums, but per congressman. How much will every congressman get out of the almost 8 billion pesos increase in MOOE?
Thank you po, sir. That's all from my end po. Thank you po.
Okay, so I think we've already covered a lot, but there's more to cover in the next days leading up to the ratification of the BICAM. But again, I would like to thank Secretary Vince for sharing with me the files that I uploaded on Facebook. And I would like to repeat that Yusek Claire Castro will make a fool of herself when Secretary Vince and many others will confirm the authenticity of the files that I uploaded. And I would like to dispute the claims of Congressman Redon na ako ay sinungaling dahil si Congressman Redon ang sinungaling. Dahil ang sinabi ko, ang Bicol Saro Party List ay may insertion. At yan po ay well proven. At I will upload the relevant documents as well. And ngayon naman, sa 2026 budget, lahat ng congressman ay may chance to submit their own 150M annual DPWH NEP insertion. Not all avail, but all can submit. And these have come out in the DPWH budget. Hindi po ako nagsisinungaling. Ang mga nagsasabi na ang congressman ay walang insertion sa NEP ng DPWH na 150 million pesos ang sinungaling.
Makes sense.